After studying about the origin of replication and selectable marker as the features of cloning vectors, let us now start with the third feature, that is cloning site. As said earlier, specific site containing specific sequences within the DNA molecule is very essential in order to obtain the recombinant DNA through recombination process. Therefore, a vector should have preferably single recognition site so that it provides a common or a specific site that is to be used by restriction enzymes. This thing is very essential in order to obtain a pure and proper recombinant DNA. Let us study with the help of an example. This figure depicts the structure of a E. coli plasmid, that is PBR322. As it can be seen from the figure, this plasmid, that is PBR322, carries a specific origin of replication which is represented by ORI, then antibiotic resistant genes, that is ampicillin and tetracycline, that is ampicillin resistance represented by AMPR, and TETR represents tetracycline resistance. Apart from that, it also possesses specific recognition sites like HIN3, BAMH1, SAL1, EcoR1, PVU1, PST1. Now these enzymes, that is these enzyme recognition sites, are specific to the antibiotic resistant genes and accordingly they are classified. So let us first of all abbreviate them, where ORI represents the origin of replication, then AMPR is an antibiotic resistant gene known as ampicillin resistant. Then comes TETR, that is another antibiotic resistant agent known as tetracycline resistant. Now these resistant sites, that is antibiotic resistant sites, possess specific enzyme recognition sites, that is AMPR and TETR possess specific enzyme recognition site like AMPR, that is ampicillin resistant gene, consists of PSUV1 and PST1. Then tetracycline resistant gene, that is TETR, consists of various enzyme recognition sites like HIN3, BAMH1 and SAL1. Thus, these are the all enzyme recognition sites obtained from different strains of bacteria. So, if a foreign DNA is cut with BAMH1 enzyme, Then, along with which plasmid is also cut, then they can be together recombined or joined with the help of DNA ligase. That is sealed together with the help of DNA ligase. However, in the other situation where a foreign DNA within the plasmid gets cut along with the BAMH1 enzyme, that is responsible for tetracycline resistance, would get deactivated. That is the deactivation of tetracycline resistant antibiotic, that is tetracycline resistance gene would occur. This means that only because of the presence of restriction enzymes like BAMH1, the resistant activity of tetracycline antibiotic within the gene would occur. And so, if it is extracted along with the foreign DNA from the plasmid, then this resistant activity, that is tetracycline resistant activity, would also get deactivated. And so, in this manner, the recombinants that will be obtained will grow in ampicillin containing medium only. And since it lacks the BAMH1 enzyme responsible for tetracycline resistant activity, would not grow in the medium that possess tetracycline. Now, the fourth feature following cloning sites occurs is the vectors for specifically cloning genes in plants and animals. As described earlier, a cloning vector can be defined as a DNA molecule, or we can say a carrier DNA molecule, in which the desired DNA fragment is integrated in such a way that the carrier molecule does not lose its capacity of self-replication. And therefore, the vectors that are used for recombinant DNA technology are specialized carrier molecules which possess the ability of DNA replication. And therefore, it is used to introduce the desired DNA into the host cells. For example, the Agrobacterium tumefaciens is considered as one of the most pathogenic strains of the bacteria, which is responsible for producing tumor formation. Thus, this tumor formation within this Agrobacterium tumefaciens occurs due to the presence of Ti plasmid. That is, this Ti plasmid is pathogenic, that is responsible for the tumor formation, as a result of which, generally in bacterial strains, the crown gall disease occurs. Which have been generally noted in the dicot plants. And so, due to this vector cloning method, this plasmid containing gene can be modified into a cloning vector which is comparatively less pathogenic and will not cause disease to the plants. Similarly, there comes another example of retroviruses. Retroviruses are the strains which possess capacity to transform normal cells into cancerous cells, which is completely dangerous and pathogenic and harmful. As a result of this cloning vector technology, these cells can be modified and used to deliver desirable genes into animal cells.